and good too. Just came out for breakfast and then just try to not the usual videos that I've been making, but just a piece of information that I want to put out there. So there is a trial that I saw in the morning. I just woke up and I just saw the notification on my phone. It's a trial not for me but for you guys, anybody that is interested. It's in Dubai. Obviously my former club that I was with in Dubai, Al Hilal United, they are having open tryouts for all players between below 25 years. It's open tryout, of course, but you have to pay for it. You have to pay about 50 dirhams. That's less than $20 or 20 euros in that sense. So obviously, if you're in Africa, if you're anywhere in the world and you want to go play in Dubai, this is a chance for you. Obviously, this is not a promotional video. This is they have not paid me to do this, and they don't know I'm doing this, but I'm just doing this just to make awareness for guys that are out there that want to play this. I know there are a lot of free agents out there that might find this chance interesting to them. So this is why I just try to be like, okay, give you the information. And so playing in Dubai is quite easy, or is one of the easiest places to go to, because one, the visa is not very difficult to get, and maybe the flights are quite expensive. So in that sense, you're going to cater for your flight, you're going to cater for your accommodation while you're there on trial. And fun fact is that, the shocking revelation is that in these tryouts, you're going to find more than 100 people. The last time I was there were more than 200 players that turned up for the trial, and they had to put them in, they had to break them down in batches. So the first group came first week, and then the other group, and the other group, and then they bring them together. So obviously, whether you're paying or it's free, the last time I was there was free, but this time I think they're charging for you to register. So if you're in Africa, you can get the form on their Instagram link. Just go on the Instagram bio and you find the link there, and then you register. So under $20. I know to some people it's a lot of money. Obviously, I've been in that situation too, where even $5 is a lot of money for me. But if you can afford it, well and good. You can just go down there, try your luck. But I guarantee you, there's no. It's just not going to be easy. Of course, there are dozens of players, or hundreds and thousands of players that are free agents, and everyone is vying for that position. So while you go there, expect like the high competition. And another thing, the heat is very hot in Dubai. It's not winter anymore, it's summer. So when you go there, it's going to be crazy hot. And another thing is that in this second division in Dubai, which is technically the third tier, they don't pay. They don't pay, but I think there is much bonuses. So also when you go there, you're going to take care of your accommodation in the season. You're going to pay for your accommodation, and you're going to transportation as well. But sometimes the team can provide. Sometimes, or unless you stay around the team's residency, then you don't need expenses of transportation. But that's just another thing about it is that they don't have limited foreigners. The whole team can actually be foreigners, but you can have a few foreigners even if they don't play. I mean, local players even if they don't play, but you just need to have them in the roster. So it's a lot of it's a good opportunity for those that don't have a club. Again, it's good for you to make your videos, give yourself a CV, and you can never know things to know before you go there. Make sure you also do your medical, because you can go there, pass the trial, and then you can fail the medical. Most especially check if you have hepatitis, if you have HIV or syphilis, all this. Make sure that you don't have any of those, because recently also my former coach who was at Al Hilal just told me after the second round, another player also who had the same problem like me, hepatitis B, after he passed the trial, he couldn't register because he had hepatitis B. So also make sure that you check, just so you don't waste your money for the flight and all the expenses you're going to make. But it's not easy. There are testimonials from this club or from the UAE second division. There are players that have gone to play in higher levels. Of course, one of the players is playing in Portugal, another one is playing in Belgium from the same team, you know. So it could also be your chance. It could be you. You can have a good season, make good videos, and then send them out there. And like you never know what can happen afterwards. So it's just like it's just a stepping stone for you, you know. And again, like I told you, there are no guarantees. You can pay for your ticket and all this thing and get down there, and you find that you don't get selected. You can be the best player there, but if it's not you, then it's just not you, you know. If the coach has is looking for different players or different style of players, then it's just going to be like that. But yeah, first of all, Dubai is very expensive to live in. It's very hot, and this place is not paying. So again, you have to find yourself another job, you know. You have to find yourself a side job where you're going to pay your bills and all these things. And the thing, you also have to go pay for your residency, because I don't think the club pays for your residency, like for you to be legally to have a 2-year residency in Dubai. So you have to also pay for that. So these are expenses. While you go there, you're going to have a lot of expenses. So don't expect it easy, or unless you're going to renew your visa every 3 months, which again is quite expensive as well. If you if you see how long the season can run. But yeah, another mistake, don't do overstay in Dubai. It's going to affect you a lot, because when you want to leave, it's hard. But if you're lucky and pay for your residency, then it would be very, very easy for you actually to go some parts of Europe, because if you have residency in Dubai, then you don't need visa to go to some countries in Europe. For example, Albania, Georgia, I think Cyprus, and some other countries. So this is the thing. So this opportunity, mostly I think it's for those who can afford it. If you cannot afford it, then it's just unfortunate. But yeah, it's just like I thought I could share it with you guys, for those that would be interested. And if you're already in Dubai, this is your chance. Pay for your 50 dirhams. You can just borrow that money from anybody. Or if you have 20, let's say 20 $20. If you know 20 friends, let every person give you $1 from all the 20. It can add up, you know. But the flights, you have to sort that, you know. So yeah, and also it's good if you go there. If it doesn't work out, the trial is on the 2nd of September, and I think it's going to go on for about 3 weeks, because the turn up is going to be like massive, and then you have to trim down the players and all that before you get a decision. My experience when I was there, the team was only looking for about 10 or 11 players, because there were some players that were already being brought in by the management who were going to sign direct. They were not doing trial. So on top of that, we were more than 200, and they had to sign like 10 players. So it was crazy. And yeah, you can go there, actually evaluate yourself as well while you're there. You just see how is your level, and just an eye opener for what an open tryout is like if you've never experienced one, you know. So it's like an audition. You go for an audition, and then you just test yourself, you know. But yeah, so I thought I would share this information with you guys. And if you guys have any further questions, you can DM me on my Instagram, and then I can answer some of your questions. If you're also in Europe and you want to go to Dubai, it's also good for you, you know. I mean, just where you can go and get some play time. It's very important for you. So that's just what I think. And yeah, very soon I will make an update about my situation, where I am, and some of you obviously already know. But if you don't know, then I'll update you. And maybe something good is cooking. Too early to say, but yeah, that's what is happening right now. So go to Al Hilal United Instagram page. Yeah, finish. Go on the Instagram page and go follow them, and then get the link. You don't send them a DM. I'm not sure they will reply you through the DM. So the best you can do is just click on the link on your bio, fill out the form, and then I don't know what's the main of payment. Maybe you pay in cash or you pay using credit card. Either way, you just need to pay, man, and get yourself down there. If I was there, I would still just pay and try myself. It's a good thing to have experience with all these players, you know, everyone coming there, and then it's like short time business. Like you can play around. If you play around, just know the next day they tell you don't come. You know, me and my friends, we have a saying. We say the computer has vomited you if you're not selected for it. It'll be like the computer vomited you. You know, so it's just the computer reject. Let's say it's that way. So yeah. I hope that video was informative, guys, and if you're interested, well and good, and I wish you guys good luck. Also, there are going to be several other clubs that are also doing trials in Dubai. Some of them are for free, and some are going to charge. Of course, some even will charge higher than Al Hilal. So this is just how the UAE football is. And like I told you, they're not going to pay you anything. So it's basically you're going to be like spending, but you have to find a part-time job to make ends meet for yourself. So thank you guys, and adios.